feel like a plastic bag. 'Cause baby, you're a fire, make 'em go. Have you ever just kept snoozing while your alarm was going off? That was me this morning. I feel like it really wrecked my whole morning. But I'm gonna try to get back on track. I was even getting ready for the day and I was like, I feel like Gracie Lou Freebush, but in the best way possible. I may have overcommitted myself. I should probably have myself committed. And really to no one else but myself. I didn't make this commitment out loud, but they're doing this thing at my kid's school where everyone, well, okay, it's hard to explain. Once a quarter, they'll take different divisions of the school. So early primary, upper primary, middle school. And so 4 different times, the parents of those people will host you know, a bunch of food for the teachers just to like show their appreciation because they're so amazing and wonderful. And I made a laundry list of things to make today. I won't get to all of them. I already know this, but they are some of my favorite recipes. That is like a fall themed and I was like, wow, groundbreaking, okay? The next one will happen toward Christmas and that is holiday themed, groundbreaking. And so anyway, I'm gonna cook some of that up, I didn't really make it fall themed all the way. I'm making like Mexican beans and fajita chicken. Cause like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of it is just like sweets and stuff. So I wanted something substantial to eat, but I will have something fall inspired. Oh my, hold on. I'll almost forget if I don't do it now. The apron! I gotta put this apron on, you guys, because I haven't worn it yet, and here is my chance. So the rest of the video is what I'm gonna wear. I desperately need to get some stuff done around the house. Listen, I don't know why the camera is at this angle, so stupid. I desperately need to get some stuff done around the house today. I don't even know what happened last night. I just feel like, you know what the problem is? I can't find my hair clip. Do you ever feel? All right, that's better. Now I feel like I can tackle the day. What was I saying? I desperately need to take care of some things around the house, mainly laundry. I was really good about it for, I want to say a solid 2 weeks. And then you know what happened? One small insignificant change. I just simply stopped doing it. So now I have a laundry mountain. Honestly, we've seen worse, right? It's not that bad, it's fine. I regret to inform you, this is who I am. So let's start with the marinade. Well, I grabbed my phone to try to look up the recipe and then I got stuck doom scrolling for about 5 minutes, and that's how it works. That's how they get you. They're like, ooh, let me suck you in. I have too much to do today to dive into the pit of doom. I'm crawling out. By the way, the MacroFriendly Foods program that I'm subscribed to for like years, they do have an app now. Oh, like a proper app. I like finagled a way to have it on my phone to make it look like an app, but it just sent me to the website. Someone told me how to do it. I don't know how. But anyway, on the app, it has a suggested meal plan. Oh, look at that. Isn't that amazing? So if you're curious, I'm not making these meals, but I am making fajita chicken or some semblance of it. And it's really easy. So I like to find like a main dish and then a side dish, you know? Of course you know. I wanted to do grilled chicken because to me, everything tastes better on the grill. What is this? And why is it in my spice cabinet? Just cake. Oh my gosh, it's not enough. More. To be fair, that's valid. I actually don't even know if I need taco seasoning for this. Now, fajita. I'm going over Wentworth's spelling words with him. He has spelling words each week. And sometimes they're really tricky. The English language is so concerning, deeply concerning. Nothing makes sense. Well, why is this spelled this way? But this word is almost identical. You just change the first letter or it's pronounced completely different. I'm like, because someone decided. Blame Webster, I don't know, but like fajita? Give me a break. Okay, I'm sure in a pinch you can use some taco seasoning, but it's not the route we're going today. No, sorry, pickles. I gotta go, I'll be right back. I gotta get my stuff together and then I'll return a whole new woman. Here we go. Ignore all the mess that's happening around me. This is just my life, okay? I am fully prepared to get my life together today. It's time. Time to get your life together. And that's what I'm gonna do today. First things first is to get dinner going. Even though I'm preparing this for other people, it is still a dinner idea. Perfect dinner idea, in my opinion. And there's also another recipe. It's like taco salad. Oh, maybe that's the one I was thinking of. It's like a taco chicken marinade, whatever. This one's just as good, just as delicious. This is a lot of chicken too. I'm using thighs because I always do. I think they are nice and juicy. Don't know if this bag will suffice. No, I don't wash my chicken, and guess what? Don't wash my hands either. To the marinade, I'm going to add a pretty substantial amount of oil in here just because of the amount of chicken that I have. So probably around a half a cup. And I'm just eyeballing it. No need to bust out the measuring cups for this. It's a marinade, it's not serious. Okay, that's looking good. I'm also going to add some honey. This is such a great way to add just a touch of sweetness, but also it helps it brown up. And then I'm going to throw in, because for a great marinade, you need 4 things, I wanna say. Fat, flavor, sugar, acid. Pretty sure those are 4 things. Sugar might just be in my rule book, but for the acid, I'm going to add lime juice, fresh herbs, fresh citrus. They really just elevate a dish. All right, that's looking nice and fresh. As for the flavoring here, again, taco seasoning is your friend, but also we can go above and beyond, right? So I've got some salt and pepper. I'm gonna add some cumin and then some paprika in here and chili powder. This is probably my least favorite brand, but I really need to get through it. I refuse to buy another one before I finish this. You know what, maybe a little bit more since I need to go through it, right? And that looks good to me, so I'm just going to give it a mix. You don't have to cook this on the grill. You can bake it in your oven. You can put it on the GFG. You can slice it up and cook it on your stovetop. It doesn't matter. It's just the flavors, you know? All right, nice and fresh. I'm gonna let that sit for as long as possible. I'll cook it up later tonight, and I'm gonna move on to something better. The next thing I've got up my sleeve is a very simple, easy, delicious appetizer. And I think it's called baked feta. And it's so easy to throw together. I kind of prep it beforehand. Tomorrow morning I'll wake up early, fingers crossed, I'll force myself to. And I'll throw it in the oven before I bring it over because it is best served warm. I made this a few years ago for a holiday. I don't know, Thanksgiving. That's what it was, Thanksgiving. And I have loved it ever since. I'm a huge fan of olives. So I have some green olives with that red thing in it, I don't even know. And then some Greek Katamala olives. And I drained them, and I'm just gonna dump all of them into a bowl. And then I'm going to add some sun-dried tomatoes to this. These are julienne. I did buy some. I wasted money on these. These are the ones that are like whole. I don't know, you have to cut them. I found these in my pantry. I should probably use these up first because I don't know. There's no telling how long they've been in my pantry, right? Also, I'm not following a recipe to this. I'm just going off of memory and vibes. So I'm gonna add like that many sun-dried tomatoes. If I need to add more, I can always add more. Yeah, that seems good, right? All right, maybe a little bit more for that flavor. And then a little bit of oil just to loosen things up and give it some of that good Mediterranean flavor. And I'm going to season it up with some Italian seasoning. There you go. A few pumps of that, and then give this a mix. I'm not sure it gets any easier than this, right? And once you taste it, you're gonna be like, whoa, this is flavor. I'm kind of tempted to look for a recipe, but whatever, I'm gonna assemble it. You know, if I was better at planning things in my life, I would have got feta cheese from Costco and saved about $40. But here we are. So I have a few blocks of feta cheese. I actually bought 3. I think I'm gonna do all 3. It's the whole faculty and staff, right? They need food, and the head of the PTA was essentially like, they love homemade food because a lot of people, you know, buy it pre-made, which is convenient, and also, if you go to the right places, delicious. But she specifically said, like, listen, homemade food is the way to go. So here we are. I'm just trying to please the masses, okay? Block of cream cheese, and by that I mean feta. Dump this over top. Yeah, we definitely need more oil. It's a lot of olive. Ooh, look how good that looks. I also feel like I'm missing something, but I'm just gonna give it an extra little drizzle here. And then in the morning, I'll pop this straight into the oven. I kind of do regret not getting more containers from IKEA that have lids that are easy to transport. I do have a couple, but I'm gonna put some other things in there. But anyway, isn't this gorgeous? Next. I mean, I can basically taste it. So good. Serve it with crackers or whatever the heck, with a spoon, really. Well, I couldn't show up without a sweet treat, so I will be making some banana pudding. I don't even like banana pudding, and my friend has a hack that I did not use, but if you want like really ripe bananas, apparently the gas station is the way to go, but I'm afraid of the gas station. so I ended up getting probably way too many bananas. I also bought a third bundle because we gotta eat some at home too. This is such an easy one to put together, and I'm debating, okay? I need your opinion on this. Do I put it in this dish? Traditional, fine. I think it's 9 by 13, but I also feel like it's slightly smaller, but it has a lid, easy to transport. Or this so paper thin. Do I put it in this one, which is my most recent find? I had a dish that just broke, so I replaced it because that was my favorite one. I feel like they keep breaking, which is whatever. So I got this one and I love it. Should I put it in this one? Isn't it much more appealing? I think I just answered my own question. I actually have to wash this. It was in the sink. Give me a minute. I just banged it on the corner of the sink while I was washing it. I'm like, yep, this is how they break every time without fail. This is why I can't have nice things. But I used it last night for dinner. It was one of our friends' birthdays, and I said, what do you want to make? I'll literally make anything. You know what he picked? Like the most simple thing to make. First of all, pasta dish. He wanted basil, pesto, pasta, and chicken. And so I didn't have pesto. I thought I did. Turns out I didn't. So I was at Home Goods getting a baby shower gift for someone. And while I was there, I was like, oh, they always have pesto. Let me see. One tiny little jar. I was like, this isn't gonna be enough for the chicken marinade and the pasta. So I was scouring my pantry. I was like, I know, there's maybe pesto in here. I don't know. I found a lemon pesto that I got from Trader Joe's from the summer that I never used. I was like, perfect. So I started to put that in the marinade. Big mistake. Huge. It was so strong like lemon, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna remedy this. I added some more spices, I added some oil, I added some other things, the concoction. I don't even know, I wouldn't be able to recreate it if I tried, but it was superb and amazing, so I might have to try. But I'm not sure if it was amazing because of the marinade or if Alex is the grill master, because every time he cooks chicken on the grill, it comes out so good, and I love the burned bits. I'm looking for a bowl. You know what I'm gonna do? Be on me. Okay, so now that we're all settled, I'm going to start on the banana pudding. You guys, I need your help for this. Every single time I make this and assemble it, every time, how many times have I made it? It is not my forte. I screw it up. Except for this time, okay? This time is gonna be perfection, and I will accept nothing less. I don't even have a recipe. This could be a problem. Where's my phone? God is in this story. I also need your opinion on this, okay? So I made a grocery list and I was shopping for this banana pudding, obviously. And I'm going off of I don't eat the banana pudding, so I don't know how it tastes either way. But there's one change that I make to it, and it is the cookies that I put on it. So, what the heck, all the pop-ups. Ah! So do you enjoy it with the Chessman cookies, or do you prefer, I swear they were just here. Baby, you're fun! Vanilla wafers. My kids prefer the Nilla Wafers. And they're much more affordable, and they were buy one, get one free. I was like, I'm definitely gonna make this again before the end of the year. So I have 2 boxes of these for less than 1 bag of the Chessman cookies. And I always get 3 bags of the Chessman cookies when I make this, because inevitably there will be a broken one or there's not enough and I go overboard and whatever. So that's like $16, $17. Each bag is like $5.70 or something like that. So I made the executive decision to do the Nilla Wafers, obviously for affordability, but also because my kids say they enjoy them more. But I want your opinion. If you're going somewhere, is it more impressive to have the Chessman cookies? Do you care? Is there a taste difference? Is there an age thing with it. Like, okay, so first things first. Oh my gosh, also side note, I don't know what was happening with my part there, but this morning I was working out and I was like, oh my gosh, the person next to me smells so good. I don't know what they're wearing, but I should probably go around and like compliment them. It smells so good. So anyway, I'm like working out and I just keep getting whiffs of it. And I walked to another part of the, gym to get different weights. And I was like, oh my gosh, someone over here smells amazing too. And then I realized, it's actually me who smells amazing. It's the lotion that you sent to me during my P.O. Box birthday, and I wore it. I had left it in Alex's car and he found it yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you found this because I love it so much. So I put it on today and I was like, it smells so good. Okay, it's seriously, I just read the recipe. I'm not exaggerating, 4 times. It's one of the easiest recipes. I don't know why I'm overthinking it because I definitely shouldn't be. So I'm just gonna go bottom of the pan. Which pan? Okay, I feel like I'll get more in here. Half a bag of vanilla wafers. Do we line this up? No, we don't. But also, I'm pretty sure we have to, right? All right, well, I'm probably gonna use another bag of this. It just doesn't seem like enough. This is like the best part of it. I assume if I was eating it, this would be my favorite part. Okay. You know what it is too, is I usually have the kids help me with this, and they're just so funny, and we just yap away when we're doing stuff together. So I do feel like when they help, it's a little distracting, like in the best way possible, So on top of the cookies, I am going to cut in little slices of banana, and I'll probably do like 4 or 5 bananas, like as many as it takes to fill this up. Also, don't tell my kids that I'm making this because they're gonna be pretty upset I'm not making one for them. If I was a better mom, I would have planned to make 2. Like they're all falling in the same spot. Come on.
It's always a challenge, when I'm cooking for a bunch of strangers, essentially. It's hard to figure out like, oh, what is everyone gonna like? What's gonna be a crowd pleaser? So I try to go with those recipes, and this always gets rave reviews, and it's really quick and easy to throw together. And bonus, I didn't screw it up this time. Hallelujah. Also on my Instagram, I put a poll up to which people preferred Nilla Wafers or Chessman Cookies, and Nilla Wafers won by a landslide. So if you're looking to make this and want to please a bunch of people, I don't know, go for the Nilla Wafers.
That is taken care of for now. I'm gonna move on to the next thing, which is mixing the pudding layer together. So I have the large box, 5 ounces of vanilla pudding mix, and I'm going to mix it with 2 cups of milk. Perfect. And I do have a hand mixer, you guys. I love kids and I love that they have fun and they explore in the kitchen, but this is already looking real crusty. They had a sleepover this past weekend and they made cake, and that was so fun for them. Mix it up. Okay, this sets pretty quickly, so I'm just gonna put this aside while I work on the next mixture over here. So this one starts with a block of cream cheese, and this is softened, but I am gonna go in with the beaters just to make sure there aren't any lumps in here. Can we take 4 seconds to talk about the price of cream cheese? Listen, I know during COVID we had the whole cream cheese shortage. It's outrageous. It used to be, what, 69 cents or something for store-bought cream cheese, and now it's up the wazoo. Quite literally nearly $4 for 1 block. I'm sorry, no. But again, I could have saved $100 had I gone to Costco. Hold on, I'm almost not even listening to my own advice. I'm gonna beat this guy up. I'm going to add in 1 can, this is 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk. This stuff is liquid sugar, is really what it is, and absolutely delicious. And I'm also going to add some whipped topping. Okay, so the recipe calls for 12 ounces. I don't know about you, but my containers come in 8-ounce containers, so I'm going to add a container and a half. If you dare me to, I might even add 2 containers, because what am I gonna do with the rest, But for now, I'll start with that much. And then I'm just gonna fold all of this together. Try to get everything nice and incorporated while still keeping it
nice and airy. I am also going to fold in the pudding. Is this wrong? Oh, did I make a mistake? I feel like this is right. Also, while we're here, I will mention plenty of people have told me that instead of vanilla pudding, they do banana pudding, and that just amps up that banana flavor, obviously. Did you see that? That looked like magic. Ooh, I love that. That looked so pretty. Take a picture, frame it on your wall. Thank you so much. Send one to me, screenshot it. I'll put it on my wall too. Okay, that's the beauty. Now I'm just gonna take this and dump it right over top. Am I doing this correctly? Oh gosh, I hope so. And this looks so luxurious. So easy, right? No skill involved at all. Just flatten everything out. And then for the grand finale, yeah, I should have got Chessman Cookies. I'm just gonna layer the Nilla Wafers right on top. And I am gonna open another box.
Turns out I made the right choice with the Nilla Wafers because I told you about the poll that I posted after making this, and I was secretly hoping that Nilla Wafers would be the ultimate winner. Little did I know just how impressive and how much people would love the Nilla Wafers over the Chessman Cookies.
This looks great. I'm going to cover it and then throw it in the fridge overnight. Not to be dramatic or anything, but boy, have I missed the Kirkland plastic wrap. I think I ran out of it like during the holidays, and someone else had brought plastic wrap, and I've been impatiently waiting for the moment that that box finally wiped out, because there's just something so magical. Once you use something like this, you can't go back, you know? It's the one that, like, you cover it, it's so nice. Little conveniences like this in life that really make it worth living, you know? Like, look how easy this is. You know what I'm about to make. When I whip this big Bertha bowl out, I actually just had to scrub this because the kids were playing with it in the garage for who knows how long. This next one I'm gonna throw together is always a crowd pleaser. Great for every occasion, even no occasion. But I love to have an occasion to make this for because it makes so much. And it is none other than the infamous cracker mix, cracker snack mix. I don't know what you wanna call it. It's from Kate Small Things Vlog. I follow her. She is like supreme, elevated in every single way. And when she recommended this years ago, I was like, you know, I'm gonna give that a try. And I have tried other cracker recipes. This one reigns supreme. So this is the end all be all. This is the only cracker recipe that you're going to need. Cracker snack mix. We're not making crackers. Clearly I bought them. So I'm going to start off with 16 cups of a medley of whatever crackers that you enjoy. But the crackers that she recommended, which I use and it is amazing, are white cheddar Cheez-Its, some pretzels, goldfish, and then the mini club crackers. That's it. That's the best combo in the world. So 16 cups of that, and honestly, I kind of always go a little bit overboard. So I'll do both of the bags of that. And that's 8 cups there. A little bit of pretzel, a little bit of goldfish in here. Perfect, a little bit more of each one won't hurt anyone. That's good. And then dump it all in. Honestly, this alone would be fantastic. This bowl is so big, I have to like zoom out. So just give this a mix. Now we're gonna make it really healthy. I made this, I think last year, to give out as neighbor gifts. Just pop it in a little jar, throw a ribbon around it, and you're good to go. 1 cup of oil. We're gonna mix this up with some seasonings. You might think, oh my gosh, a cup of oil. Literally, it's 16 cups of crackers. I think we're gonna be fine. So to the oil, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of ranch seasoning. So that's the equivalent of 1 packet if you buy it by the packet. And I always like to add a little bit more, okay? And that's the joy of not buying it by the packet. And then, oh my gosh, this is what makes it smell so amazing and taste so amazing. I love this. So it calls for 1 teaspoon of dill, but I always like to go a little heavy-handed on that. That smells like the holidays to me. Oh my gosh, and then this is the kicker as well. 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper, and of course, 1 is not enough, so I'm going in with 2. This is 1 teaspoon, by the way. So you can follow the directions or you can have more flavor. It's really up to you. Same thing with the garlic, and I like to do a little bit more. It literally doesn't get any easier than this. Just mix everything together and then coat all of the crackers with this delicious flavor. and make sure everything's coated, and then let this sit for an hour, and then we're gonna bake it for a little bit. I also wrote on my list to make the peanut butter outrageous cookies. Ignore my kitchen. Everything's a mess, I'm telling you. Such is my life. And then I also listed that I was going to make, oh gosh, now I don't even remember. I dropped my phone over there. Apple crumble, which I did buy apples, but I don't know if I'm gonna make that. I need to get stuff done around the house before I cook anymore. And then I'll finish up the black beans later, and those are chef's kiss. Well, I need to vacuum and mop in my room, and this has been sitting in here. You guys, if you saw the cleaning video, you saw that I had, I don't know, everything in here. From before summer, I had summer activities, I had vacation things, literally just a dumping ground. So I finally was like, I need to put this stuff away. And really I was waiting for those closets to be done. They've been done for a while now. So this has been sitting in here on and off. Like sometimes I throw it in the trunk of my car. I mean, listen, guys, I thought I was gonna be an organized woman. Turns out I'm not. It's like I've never met myself. It's like the person I am versus the person I want to be. Do you know how many times I've been to the trampoline sock this summer? 100. You know how many times I used these socks? None, because they were in my room, not with the rest of the socks. Like I've used some of the things that I got to put in here. Short story long, my sister-in-law was saying how she wanted one of these, and I was like, I'll give you mine, because I bought it in hopes that I was, like, our trunk is always full of soccer chairs mostly. We've got life vests in there right now and stuff for the pool. It's like outrageous how many things are like in and out of our trunk. It's not realistic for me to store, to be this, okay? So I'm letting that go, and I'm letting myself not be that person. This, however, is fantastic, especially if you go to the parks in the morning, there's like morning dew on it, wipe it off. It's like a towel. You never know how many times a towel comes in handy. So I will put this in like a super large Ziploc bag and throw it in my trunk, and it might get crushed, but it'll be fine. Well, today's the day. I have a ton of laundry, and lately I have been sorting it. What? I know, baby steps, you guys. So I only sort it whites, like whites, and then the rest can go together. And then of course, my laundry mountain. So here's the deal. I have about an hour before I need to leave and pick up the kiddos. So I'm gonna do as much as I can in that hour. I'm gonna maybe try to find a podcast to listen to. All right, no time like the present, let's go.
I'm actually really impressed with how much I was able to get done in this amount of time. And I'm pretty sure I came home and like did some more too. I mean, listen, you know how it is. It's never ending. It's a constant need of like our house telling us what needs to be done, along with all of the other things in our life that are, you know, pining for our attention. There's always a lot going on, and trying to juggle it all is, you know, that's part of the having that skill to juggle. I don't know how to juggle. Just throwing that out there, okay? Anyway, I'm so glad that I was able to tackle all of this laundry, and I filmed this before I filmed my voiceover for the last video, and I told you in the last video, like, hey, what are you gonna do for yourself? What's the promise that you're going to make yourself for this upcoming week to, you know, get a little joy out of it or get a little self-care? Like, what are you going to do for yourself? And for me, I told you, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch Hocus Pocus, because whenever I bring it up, whenever it's family movie night, I vote for Hocus Pocus, and it gets turned down every time. We end up watching something else. And I'm like, whatever, that's fine. But really, it's October, people, and it is Hocus Pocus season, and I can wait no longer. Okay? I simply cannot. So you know what I did? I watched it my dang self. No one was there. I was distracted. Obviously, it was more background noise than anything else, but wow, did I love it. I love it. I could throw it on every single day while I'm doing daily tasks around the house. The specific instance that I watched it in, I actually watched 2 of them. I don't think I finished the second one because it didn't take quite that long. But I threw the movie on while I was decluttering Meredith's room. Yeah, it's finally happening. Oh, woo! I'm so excited, you guys. When I tell you I got rid of 90% of her things in her room, that's the truth, okay? Round of applause for that one. I'm happy about it. She's happy about it. And if anyone isn't happy about it, then that's their problem, not ours. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm really excited to share that one with you. I thought I would be able to combine it all into one video, like the declutter and also the room redo, but I don't think so. I don't think that's not, unless I like did it so super fast. I don't know. But anyway, I think they're going to be 2 separate videos, which is great because getting that decluttering inspiration, I think, is really important. And I have certainly gotten that itch to do that. And I guess I should talk about it during that video. But like, I know a lot of people get that itch during the springtime that it just simply doesn't apply to me. I think it was even last fall where I decluttered my closet. I guess that should be coming up too, my yearly closet declutter, which I'm equally as excited to do. You guys, I was thinking about it the other day, like, oh, it's almost been a year since I decluttered my closet. I feel like, yes, I've gotten more clothes and whatever. I feel like my closet has never looked this good. Okay. I'm so happy with the fact that, I mean, we've seen it worse. We've seen my closet and the pits of despair and how literally it's cram packed with all this stuff. And now I walk in and I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, sometimes I have laundry to put away or whatever, and it's not perfect and there's shoes all over the place, what have you. But it is nowhere near what it used to be. So it's all about taking those baby steps, one step at a time, one day at a time, and not everything is perfect all the time. Like for me, it never will be. So I understand some people have these routines and are able to stay on top of it. Our routine changes on the daily. Our calendar is what I'm talking about. Like our schedule changes, and yeah, some things might be the same, but oftentimes things pop up, doctor's appointments, meetings, or like things in the morning that we have to take care of or whatever, you know? So in general, I'd like to think that we have some semblance of at least a morning routine / night routine, but really every single night is different for us as well. Like, will the kids have any kind of sports activity? And it happened, and it's so much to say in my brain. They have something almost every single night. Friday night is family movie night, so we try to keep that one clear. But even sometimes Eleanor will have like a dance rehearsal, you know what I mean? So sometimes it happens, but almost every night they've got something going on, and that is the life that we choose, and that is the life that we enjoy, and our kids enjoy it. So that's what we're rolling with at the end of my life. Personally, I'd like to look back on it, and I know I'm not going to be like, oh, I kept up on that house. You know what I mean? And I talk about this a lot, but it's true because I have to think about it. And sometimes I get down on myself like, oh my gosh, your house is such a mess. Why does it look like this? If other people can keep up with it, you know what I mean? Wink, wink. Because sometimes I know I get compared to other people, and sometimes I compare myself to other people, but I have to bring myself back to reality and remind myself, hey, we've got a different set of circumstances. And yes, other people might be able to stay on top of it more than me, but I can almost guarantee you that we live 2 completely different lives. And personally, like, we're doing a lot over here every single day. So I can't fit any more in. And sometimes days look like this where I'm doing a lot of cleaning and I'm doing a lot around the house. And sometimes days look like I'm barely in the house, out of it, running around, you know, doing all of that stuff. So it's a give and take. It's a push and pull. And at the end of the day, I just have to tell myself I'm doing my best. And I know you are doing your best. And if your house looks like mine, good, I'm here. You are my people. And that is why I share what I share, because a lot of times on the internet, I see it too. People in their perfect houses, you know what I mean? And whether it's all a facade or not, I'm just saying everyone has skeletons in their closet. I'm showing you mine to let you know, hey, sometimes life gets in the way. And sometimes we've got laundry mountains, and sometimes just like that, we can take care of it, you know, and that's okay too. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that short story long. I'm super excited for this upcoming weekend because we actually have a lot going on. Nothing really new there, but I'm excited about it. What are you doing this weekend? Oh my gosh, it is Wolfgang's birthday party, so I am in this video unloading all of his like birthday party essentials. I use the term essentials loosely. All the stuff that I've ordered for it, and I'm going through my list, checking it twice. You guys, literally, I thought at one point, oh yeah, I ordered everything, good to go. I was going through my list thinking, wait, did I order that? Nope. Guess what? Didn't. So I had to go back and look. I think there are still a couple more things that I need to get from Lowe's to set it all up, but I'm really excited for it. And I don't even think I've had time to like go over my list. Like I have a piece of paper right here, well, like the notebook where I have food. Oh, what am I making? Literally dead man's fingers. What even is that? Little smokies, I'm going to assume. So a lot of, seawater. Okay, see, I need to get stuff for that. And we're actually doing something on Saturday too, which I need to make a list for. Let me grab a pen, but like not green. You know what I mean? I can't even see. When you're writing with a green color, can you see that on paper? I need to get my eyes checked. I'm running out of contacts. People think, oh, you're blind, but like you put on glasses and you're totally fine, right? Well, yeah, it corrects it to a certain degree, but like I'm still pretty blind when I got my contacts in. But anyway, especially when it comes to like certain colors, writing them. Yeah, I'm running out of contacts. I guess I need to add that to my list of things to do, right? I should have done, I'm 2 years out. I ordered so many contacts that I was like, I don't want to go to the eye doctor again in a year. So I ordered so many that I was like, I'm going to take, because when you get contacts, you have to get a prescription in order to order them. So, and they're expensive. So normally I order like, a couple boxes at a time. And then midway through the year, I'll order a couple more. Well, last time I spent an arm and a leg and ordered a ton at a time. I think I had a coupon on like Warby Parker. So I ordered a ton and I am running out of them. So I need to make another eye appointment. And I have worn glasses. I was born with really bad eyesight. I've had a couple of eye surgeries and like the whole 9 yards. People are like, oh, just get LASIK. I'm not a good candidate. I tried that. They told me it's a no-go for me, sadly. And I also hate wearing glasses. I'm wearing them right now, but it's just not my favorite. And I don't know why. I think it's because they're just annoying on my face. They slip and slide all over the place. Maybe I'm wearing the wrong ones. I also, like, they're plastic, but then, if you don't want them to slide, get the ones with the nose guards. Do you have this problem? Do you wear glasses? Do you even care? I see people work out in glasses, and I am like, how do you do that? I get so frustrated if I'm working out in glasses. They just bounce all over the place. I won't do it. I won't work out because when you go to see if you're a good candidate for LASIK, they say, okay, don't wear contacts for a week because I don't know what they have to do, like a certain eye exam, and your eyes are supposed to not have contacts in for a week. I don't know. I didn't ask them. This was like, I did this 10 years ago, maybe even more. And, anyway, I did that. I didn't work out that entire week. And that's when I think I was training for a marathon. I was like, I need to run, but I refused because I don't know how people do it. It bothers me so much. If you wear glasses, let me know if you feel the same way. But anyway, I need to order some more contacts. But also I'm like, that's a whole thing. My contacts annoy me just as well, but I guess slightly less. And I want to, oh my gosh, I really want to get new glasses. Okay, first of all, do you wear glasses? Second of all, if you do, how many pairs do you have? Because I watch people who literally have like so many glasses to choose from. I have one pair. Why do they call it a pair? I guess because you have two lenses in there. I have one pair of glasses. I guess I could wear the glasses that I bought a few years ago, but I don't. I just think they're too big and they slide down my face too much. I don't know what happened. I think my face got smaller or something. Anyway, so I don't wear those either. I wear these and I just really want another pair of glasses, and I don't think it should be as complicated as that. But so you know what? I wanted to, like I see them at Warby Parker. There's a store at our local mall, International Mall. And so I go in there and I dream and I'm like, oh, these glasses are so beautiful, but they're literally $300 a piece. So I've never done it. I've never bought them. I'm sure sometimes they have sales or coupons or whatever, but I just haven't. And anyway, I was somewhere the other day and I complimented a gal on her glasses and she said where she got them. And I forgot the name of the website. I think I wrote it down on my phone. I'll try to put it in the description box if I can. But the frames were like $10 a piece, $20 a piece, something like that. And I was like, oh, that seems pretty good. Like, are they legit? Like, does the price go up once you put your prescription in? Because that's what always happens to me. It'll be like, oh yeah, the frames are $50. And I'm still walking out of there with a $300 bill. And I'm like, what happened? Because I guess the way that my prescription is, I need like certain things because they're so thick because my eyesight is so bad that like it bumps up the price. And then I'm walking out with $300 glasses anyway. So I'm like, that's so dumb. So anyway, I've been wearing the same glasses for a couple of years. Listen, when I was a newlywed, I didn't get glasses for 10 years. I was like, we can't afford this. So I went 10 years without getting new glasses. Thankfully, like my prescription doesn't really change. I'm at that point in my life. 'Cause, like, you know, once you become an adult, it pretty much stays the same unless something occurs. And once you reach your 40s, that's when like, I guess there is a slight difference. And honestly, I feel like I'm feeling that soon. I don't know. But I also feel like I have chronic dry eye. I told you about the eye surgeries that I've had. So I've been trying to be better about putting eye drops in, but also I feel like I wear my contacts for too long some days. And man, when I tell you when I was a teenager, I used to sleep in my contacts, literally the worst. The worst. I never did eye drops. I should have though. I should be doing eye drops forever throughout my entire childhood because I had eye surgery. But anyway, what are we talking about? What are your plans for the fall? I know there are fall festivals. We barely checked off anything on our fall bucket list, and we have plenty of time to get to all of it. Officially, fall only began a couple weeks ago, right? So we've got plenty of fall left here, and my brother-in-law, they brought up the fall festival that we go to every year. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about it. Literally, it has not even crossed my mind. Once I'm done with his birthday party, then I can think about Halloween costumes. And then I can think about family photos, because I have kind of thought about that. One of my friends is our photographer. Well, I mean, acquaintances, I guess I can call her. But she did our photos last year because our other photographer, she moved out of state. And then once we have our family photos outfits, then I can think about, what was the initial thing I was trying to think about? See, I don't even know. Can't even remember. Oh, the fall festival. Ah, yeah. All right, I got to do that. I got to make a list.
I'm gonna get started on the black beans, and this is my absolute favorite recipe. A friend gave me food when I was postpartum 100 years ago, like after I had Eleanor, I think. And so literally 11 years ago, almost 12? How is she almost 12? Anyway, and I said, oh my gosh, how did you make these? And she was like, oh, just add a little bit of garlic and cilantro or something. But when I did that, I was like, these don't taste anything like it. You lied to me. I don't even know what. This is the recipe she must have followed, because these are the best beans ever. So I let them simmer in a pot, and that way they get all like kind of mushy and kind of delicious. But I also add enchilada sauce to it, and then some seasonings and cilantro, and it is so simple. You kind of just like pop it on the stove and forget it exists for 20 minutes while you make something else, and that's it. So I'm gonna make this and just pair it with the chicken, and I feel like that's a good little side dish. Dinner, I don't know. So I am going to take all of these beans and drain them and rinse them. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to a pan and a little bit of cumin. I'm just gonna dump it in the oil to wake it up a little bit. Also some garlic, fresh is always best. Just gonna give that a mix. That got a little bubbly. I'm going to add my beans in, along with the enchilada sauce. Give this a mix. Let that calm down for a second. While I chop up some cilantro, I normally would do the stems too, because I think there's a lot of flavor in the stems, but I don't think I need that much. Good, so I'm gonna add the hefty handful to the beans. Mix this in, and then I'm gonna let it simmer. I have to take Eleanor to dance, and then I'll be right back.
Food, okay, delicious. We were enjoying beverages, like the whole thing. Why is he snorting?
That chicken and black bean combo, bonkers. Absolute bonkers. I love it so much. I'm not sure how many people ate it. They gave me my dishes back that they were completely empty. They always do that. But I always wonder, like, how much food got thrown away here? Like, did people eat it? I don't know. So jury's out on that one. I have no clue, but I'm going to tell you from my personal experience eating those black beans and that chicken, absolute perfection. So if you're looking for a dinner tonight and you're gluten-free, that's a great one. Combine just like chicken and black beans. Oh my gosh, it's I mean, I can drool just thinking about it. I love it so much. It had so much flavor, so many good things happening there. So anyway, the next morning I woke up early. I threw the stuff in the oven to warm up, the black beans, the meat, and then also the feta dip. You'll see, I don't even know if I took a clip of the feta dip coming out. I don't think I did. I shared on Instagram what the heck happened that morning. I got oil all over my bag. It spilled everywhere. When I was putting it out at this, when they were setting up, like the parent faculty association at our school was setting up, I went in there and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Like there's oil everywhere on all my dishes. So I'm like using up half the napkins trying to clean it up. Anyway, I got out of there as fast as I could. I was like, bye. Anyway, how did I get talking about that? Oh, because that morning I was in a frenzy. One, I set this board up, which was fine. I was only slightly worried that the baby was going to wake up and I wouldn't be able to finish it with two hands. But this is what it looked like, and it came together. I literally just got like fall treats, some from IKEA, some from Home Goods, some from Aldi, some from Trader Joe's, like you'll see. And then I just put everything on a piece of wood, and it is impressive. Okay, this is a treat board, got a lot going on here, and I wanted to keep it like fall-ish themed, and I think it really came out perfectly. And then what else was I talking? Oh, the feta dip. Okay, so I took it out of my oven, first of all, put it in my oven, and then it wasn't cooking because I had the temperature too low. And I was like, okay, I got to bump this up, all right? So I bumped it up because we needed to leave the house. Like the kids had school, I needed to leave. And so I bumped it up to like 411 degrees, something like that, where previously it was just at like 250 trying to get things warmed up. Plus it was in a dish that had been in the fridge all night, so I didn't want to like break the glass. So I threw it in the oven, it wasn't warming up, heated it up way too high, and then started looking for water bottles around the house, in the car, literally, probably leaving them all at the soccer field because I can't find any of them. Of course, I'm frantic around, where are your water bottles? Can't find them anywhere. I just spent $200 on water bottles 3 months ago. Where the heck are they? It's probably been less than 3 months, but here we are. Can't find any of them. So what are you going to drink today? Anyway, couldn't find water bottles. Realized, oh my gosh, I smell the stuff in the oven. I need to pull it out. Burnt bits on top. So I was like, this is like $30 worth of feta and olives. I'm not just going to dump it. So I'm like scraping all the burnt bits off top, all the sun-dried tomatoes and olives that got burned. And I'm literally taking a spoon and like flinging it out of the dish because at this point we're running slightly behind schedule and I don't like to be late. And it kind of stresses me out / What's that word? Like, I don't want to say trigger, but it kind of like, whatever that word is. And so I'm like flinging it off, not even worried about it, wrap it up, get in the car to go. So anyway, that short story long, why I didn't get video of it as I was running out the door. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed your time with me. I always enjoy spending my time with you. If you want to subscribe, it's free. And if you haven't already, I'll see you next time. Bye.